In just 1 week, the trailer for Project Hail Mary generated 400 million views, the biggest launch for an original film in history. Not a sequel, not a franchise, an original sci-fi story about a man talking to an alien rock puppet. The directors behind this record-breaking moment? Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, best known for animated comedies and getting fired from Solo, a Star Wars story, mid-production. Early 2020. MGM pays $3 million for the rights to Andy Weir's next novel before it even releases. Ryan Gosling signs on as star and producer immediately. Then they hire Lord and Miller, two directors who've never made a live-action sci-fi epic, to adapt a story built on hard science, existential threat, and an alien sidekick that would have to be performed by puppeteers. Every studio executive in town knows this combination shouldn't work. The production becomes exactly what everyone feared. Most of the film unfolds inside a confined spaceship, zero gravity throughout, a non-humanoid alien that requires constant interaction. And Lord and Miller make a decision that will define everything. They're going to do this practically. They call in Neil Scanlon's Lucasfilm Creature Shop, build Rocky as a physical puppet, assemble a team of puppeteers they dub the Rocketeers, real-time physical effects for zero gravity, environmental separation between human and alien atmospheres. Every technical challenge that could be simplified with CGI becomes a mandate for practical execution. The shoot stretches to 175 days of principal photography. The Martian took far less. Lord jokes about their philosophy: anything that makes it harder, we're not going to change, because that's what makes it interesting. It's not bravado, it's a thesis. 2025, the trailer drops. 400 million views in 1 week. Amazon MGM Studios' biggest trailer launch in history, the most anticipated original sci-fi film of the decade. Two directors Hollywood sidelined after Solo now helm 2026's most wanted movie. Box office projections immediately shift. Industry consensus? This will easily clear $100 million domestic. Ryan Gosling's post-Barbie draw helps, but the real fuel is something else. The film's appeal is unusually broad for hard sci-fi. Early test screenings generate comparisons to Interstellar and Arrival for emotional resonance. Andy Weir, who watched The Martian become a phenomenon, calls this adaptation a triumph of humor, heart, and spectacle. Production difficulty doesn't sink this film. It becomes the marketing. Every behind-the-scenes detail reinforces the same message. This is tangible, physical, real. The alien exists in space with the actor. The zero gravity required actual engineering. Amazon MGM Studios isn't just selling a movie, they're selling a philosophy. Modern blockbusters increasingly rely on virtual production and digital sets. Project Hail Mary builds everything you see. The commitment to practical effects starts conversations about how to make immersive sci-fi without losing tactility. Test audiences and early festival reactions point towards something rare, a mainstream blockbuster that could win over both genre fans and award voters. Not because it compromises between spectacle and substance, but because it refuses to separate them. Hollywood operates on risk mitigation. Franchises, IP, sequels, proven formulas with known audiences. Project Hail Mary violates every safety protocol. Original story, untested directors in this genre, technical demands that multiply costs and complexity, an alien sidekick that was a puppet. Then the film does something studios don't expect. It turns every liability into proof of commitment. The 175-day shoot stops being too long and becomes, they actually built this. The puppet stops being risky and becomes, you can feel the weight. The confined spaceship setting stops being limited and becomes claustrophobic and real. Ryan Gosling's post-Barbie draw proved he could carry a movie to $1.4 billion worldwide. Post-pandemic audiences demonstrated they'll show up for spectacle that feels genuine. And Lord and Miller, who everyone remembers getting replaced on Solo, spent those years proving their creative instincts on The Mitchells versus the Machines and Spider-Verse. The market was ready. The talent was ready. The material was ready. Amazon MGM Studios positions Project Hail Mary as the opening salvo in a new era of prestige science fiction. Their post-acquisition identity depends on films that can compete both commercially and critically. This is the flagship. Most productions hide their struggles, smooth over the difficulties, present the finished film as if it emerged fully formed. Project Hail Mary weaponizes its hardships. Every obstacle the crew faced becomes evidence of artistic integrity. The more impossible it seemed to make, the more essential it becomes to see. This is a business model disguised as creative philosophy. The film proves you can lean into what shouldn't work and make that your entire value proposition. The puppet that scared executives becomes the element that makes the story credible. The extended shoot that inflated budgets becomes the detail that signals seriousness. The directors fired from Star Wars become the proof this production answers to its own vision. Project Hail Mary reframes failure as credential. The team didn't overcome their obstacles, they performed them. Hollywood's traditional wisdom says you minimize risk, simplify execution, and sell the polish. This film inverts the formula. Maximize difficulty, complicate production, and sell the struggle. And generate 400 million trailer views in 1 week. When the film that shouldn't exist becomes the most anticipated original movie in a decade, you're not watching an anomaly. You're watching a successful calculation about what audiences actually want to believe in. If making something harder makes it more interesting, then the hardest possible journey becomes the most valuable story to tell.